I may be Dark Elf, but through reasons I'm still trying to discover. I hope one day to find out what happened to me. Just one. I know when I was found, it was one of the great houses, and if you come across anything in your travels that might provide me... Let me see that. Yes, this is it. Please, let me offer you this key. It unlocks my strongbox under my stand in the marketplace. Help yourself to anything inside. I really appreciate what you've done for me. I'll never forget it.
Can I help you? You looking for something or what?
Sorry, I'd appreciate work. I suppose you can call it that. Ever since my parents died and Helga took me in. So now I'm stuck living here, while those pigs she calls customers grope me and say the most awful things. It's not just the work, it's everything about her. She's just... Do you know she slept with 3 different men in the last month alone? What kind of woman would do such a thing? Just for once, I'd like to see her squirm. To rub her nose in it. Actually, there is. But you see, I happen to know, after she makes love, she gives her partner a token of her... If you confront her with 3 of the marks, she'd be so embarrassed. You need to get the marks of Dibella from Boli, Hofgrir, and Indal. Then just confront Helga with them, and the rest works itself out.
What are you doing that for?
Destruction magic's fine. Just don't go burning down any buildings. You could say the Ratway is the city under the city. Dark, dangerous, and no place for decent folk.
Huh?
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. What can I do for you?
All the crime and corruption in Riften is really getting to him. And now that we hear
I have all sorts of interest. Cat. In my youth, I ended up selling that. If I had been smarter. This city is corrupt. Rotten to the authorities. The only way to get things done in this city. It's our name. It used to be a huge... The guild stocks the place full of Some may call this junk. Me? I call them treasures. Until next time.
Bercy's afraid that's... We both own the Pawn Prawn together, but he single-handedly kept the place running despite all our problems.
What do you think you're doing?
Welcome. Allow me to recommend the Blackbriar Mead, the purest brew in all of Skyrim. We serve only... She's an absolute pleasure to work for. In fact, why, just this last week I was commenting to my fellow meadery workers just how... Okay, look. If I'm caught saying anything bad about the meadery or the family, I'm a dead... I'm the 4th person to work the tasting counter in the last year. The last 3 are at the bottom of Lake Honrink. Just take my advice, and just get out of Riften as soon as you can. Lady Maven's been developing... She uses a very secret blend of spices, fresh honey from Golden Glow Estate, and even when you get to the last sip in your flagon, it'll taste just a... Damn it. Look, just don't say anything to Maven, will you? I've spent weeks trying to... Yeah, fired. Take a look. Come back and see us again.
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want? I'm quite... Maven Blackbriar wants me to keep the mead flowing, and that's what I aim to do, despite all these lazy good... Ever since I took over as a foreman, and if the meadery is profitable, Lady Maven could buy or sell anyone, and she's always welcome in Miss Vale Keep. And I'd also warn you not to cross her. She employs quite... You're crazy. How dare you make such an accusation? If word gets around that I betted her, they'll lose all respect for me at the... Take the mark if you want it. It's not worth all this hassle anyway. Yeah, what do you want? If this is about the meadery, we can talk later. Good.
You've caught me at a bad time. I've lost someone dear to me. It was my sister, Lil. We recently heard she'd been killed. Anyway, I'm glad my work at the Blackbriar Meadery keeps me busy. My father was a storm... My mother is the priestess of Talos. She tends to the... Don't mistake my political beliefs as a substitute for my... I just think they've let my sister's death skew their outlook on Ulf. I'm not so certain that Ulfric's intentions are as noble as they think. I think Ulfric cares about Ulfric. I'd appreciate if you kept my opinion between us. The last thing I... Yes, actually. I'm partnered with Maven Blackbriar. We've been staggeringly successful so far. My name may not be on the label, but some of my blood, sweat, and tears are in every drop. Figuratively, of course.
I'm the brewmaster around here. What did you want?
Hey, don't look at me that way. Who are you to judge me?
You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden. The memories, I cannot... You must take the lexicon from me. Please. You must bring it to Ambonshenzel in the west. Return it to them. It must go back.
Trees. Beautiful here. Reminds me of autumn at home. The fall forest makes me miss my childhood. Playing with towering trees in Valahalla, living with my brethren.
The waiting, the insufferable. Here, I want you to have this. Don't ask, just take it. Out with it. It would seem so. Thanks. Good luck out there.
I won't go back to Ambonshenzel. I won't. It's done. It's yours. I won't go back. I won't take it back. I won't. Please help me. I'm going to lose my job. I really need... Bully is a good man. I used to work at the Blackbriar Meadery. It's probably for the best anyway. I'm fought. My job at the Riften Fishery is in danger. I don't mean to do this to myself, but I can. If you could give me a healing potion, I could cleanse this poison from your kindness. Here, take this. It's all I can offer you for what you've given me. It is our most faithful. Company. I'm feeling much... I'm not sure what it's made The Dunmer came up with I got mine off a merchant. Look, I don't think I should say. I mean, they could... Okay. I get my skooma from Sarthas Idrid. You can't get inside, though. They've kept that place... I overheard Boley say that only when I meet Sarthas there, he's usually waiting for me outside. If it wasn't for skooma, all my gold. Although I suppose a little mead now and then would be... You've been kind.
Tidings. Of course. That doesn't change anything. Of course. Need something?
It's yours now. I won't take it back. I won't.
Out with it. You know Bellathor's shop in Whiterun? That'd be a good place to start. He carries all sorts of things like that.
Trouble?
Get in good with Brynjolf, then we'll talk.
City's quiet enough now.
Please. Please, I need but a septum. A septum is all
Okay,
I
lad.
ask. Is that
Ready to
so
make some coin.
bad?
Do you want me to hold you? You're going to have to sneak over to Medesi's stall and use your lockpick on the strongbox. Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branchet and leave it behind. Do you want me to hold... You're going to have... Then, when you have the ring, you pickpocket Branchet. Good. Wait until I start the distraction,
can't take
then
this
show
place
me what you're
anymore.
made of.
The trees,
Everyone,
all the colors,
everyone,
the city's so dark.
I have something
Why?
amazing to
It
show
makes
you
no
that
sense.
demands your attention. No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room. Gather round, all.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it that...
Patience, Branchet. This is a rare opportunity. I wouldn't want you to get left out.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed nirn root mixed with water.
That was a simple misunderstanding. But decision is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Valma Blood Elixir.
Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one and only. Mystical beings who live in legends. Well, I see that my time is up. Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
Need some?
What a waste of time.
Damn. Looks like I chose. And here you go. The way things have been going around here. It's a relief that our plan went on. Nah. My organization's been having... But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. All right then. Let's put that... The group I represent has its home in the rat... Get there in one piece. And... my organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes.
Sure, I'm a dirty beggar. Why would you want to even speak to me?
All right, Branche. Turn out your pockets. We know you have it.
Why take
Have
a
what?
chance?
What in blazes are you talking about?
Don't play stupid.
To
I said
oblivion.
turn out your pockets.
Oh, thank you.
Get
I'm
them
telling you,
before
I
the
don't...
Lines bless your
Wait, what's this
kind
ring?
heart.
This isn't mine.
Please. Please, I need... Yes?
This isn't...
Well met, friend. How can I
Never
help
seen
you?
me all this
New in
upset.
town, eh? I have no idea what you're talking about. I'd never... Look, it was one night, okay? Just take this damn thing. Only the best in all of... Started out with a single fishing... Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city I sell my catch across the only untapped market. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase. Good. Klepper will pay you as soon as you arrive. Yes, I suppose someone has to be around here. Beggars roam the paltry amount of coin that I place in the chest. Nivenor is my wife. We're at odds about my I tried to include her in my lessons for Mara Mall over at the Temple of Mara. She prefers to shop instead. Different stroke.
Come to see Balaman Smithing's been in my blood for generations. The secret is my forge. It consumes fire salts. Well, it was. Sadly, this forge is dying, and You will? Thank you. You wish to do what I do? Very well. People say I'm making gold off of other people. Next time one of my shields deflects a killing blow. A flame Atronach's body might provide fire. Of course, it would be much easier to check with an alchemist. They occasionally have them for sale.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
What brings you? Take a look. Remember, nothing but genuine fire salts will do. Nothing like the smell of a white-hot blade.
Have you met Balaam? I'm his apprentice. He's teaching me all about being a blacksmith.
anything pleases the eye, don't hesitate. I do. Sadly, I'm one of the... Only trouble is gathering materials. Would you be interested in gathering some material? Thank you. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires. See for yourself. Take a look. Just what you see here. If you have everything I've got on display. Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf, a few months ago, it was troll. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves Guild. Safe travels, Landstrider.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Pleased to meet you.
Please.
I'm a priestess at the Temple of Mara.
But a septum.
My food is I picked up a trick from a... He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith. I'm always looking to replenish my supply. Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Well, I'd be careful of... The last traveler... Careful, though. Rumor... They live below the streets, in the rat... They make it difficult for decent people to earn a living. It's Riften. If you fancy keeping your purse filled with gold and your head on your shoulders, I'd stay out of those awful times.
Talk of strange happenings at Autumn Shade Clearing, just north of the lake. My guess is the
Blessings of Mara upon you.
Good afternoon. This temple is dedicated to Mara, and I'm only a humble acolyte, though. Until next time.
Benevolence and safety.
I can see that if you're trying to ask if I tend the Hall of the Dead, you think anyone around here is going to lift a shovel to help? Look, I didn't ask for this job, I got stuck with it. I'd like to make the journey to the Hall of the Dead in Windhelm. I believe once it's interred with my... I hadn't asked you because I was Here. I'm entrusting you with the... My father was a priest of Archay. I never had any friends. So I grew up with a miserable trade. This is all I know. A priest of Archay is entrusted with a ceremony. It's usually given by the head priest. The thing is, I had to, for honor's sake. When I finally became... So you see, I have to return it. It breaks tradition, and I need to tell him that I finally did what he wanted. Be cautious. The pilgrimage to the shrine is not an easy one.
Talking the humble servant of he's the protector of man. And despite the Imperials and their treaty, he will... A devout Nord would rather fall in battle and have his blood. Talos is part of our culture. He's part... To suddenly have all that wrenched away, the Empire already took my daughter from us. But by Talos, I trained our daughter Lilia. When the fighting began over the White Gold Concord, she died out there, only having tended to the wounded soldiers for a few months. We never even found her body.
Fancy your... I was trained by some of the finest warriors in all Skyrim to wield a blade as if it was an extension of my own arm.
Now I remember.
Excuse my... Take a look. Yes, I could use some help with that. Well, at any rate, organization is not... In fact, if you could retrieve a few things... As you can imagine, I tend to... What I need is my Dwemer stir. Bring those items back to me, and I'll be happy to experiment on you. No, that isn't right. Well, why are you still standing here? Someone actually interested in what I'm doing. Amazing! My experimentation involves a magical construct and a reagent that will allow the construct to maintain a field of permanent... Aha! Putting aside Ralston's constant of universe... Draw the harmonic energy into the reagent, or allow it to generate... Calipers? That's utterly ridiculous. Hold on. You've given me a genius! And I'm sure you've completely worked out how to counteract complete dimensional collapse, right? Of course! 9 is... That completely takes care of... You've done it! Now, if I can only remember what we were originally talking... Let's see... Last time I used... The Orichalcum ingot should still be... And last is the Soul Gem. I left that one in with... At the White File Alchemy Shop.
As Jarl Layla's
It's a good
houseguard,
trade, too.
I would ask that you maintain a respectable distance from her at all times. Indeed, there have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not... We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe us. At the end of the day, I'm the last line. Ulfric's a bloody hero. I don't think there's a worthy... He's taking the Empire to task. I don't think I'll be content until Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim. Liars and bastards. All I need is a dozen men, and we could march in. Stormcloaks won't have it, though. Too busy keeping... Everyone knows the thief. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Layla unprotected.
I presume you're bothering me for a... What in the name... Don't tell me. Sibby and Louis Latruche? Well, Sibby is in jail, and Latruche is certainly... Really? Then you should know that Louis... Tell you what. Go along with his plans for now. I'll keep an eye on you both, and when the time
Welcome
is right...
to Mistvale Keep.
I'll settle it.
I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel.
Of course. Anyone makes trouble for me, and I pay a visit to the... You do well to remember that the next time you make such a stupid observation.
If you're here to report any instances of corrupt, as steward, I serve as an intermediate. I also handle the less important. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous... There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing. I can assure you that this is entirely false. I'd hardly call them a gift. In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all. No, our resources
Welcome
should
to
be
Riften,
spent on
traveler.
preparations for invasion.
Yes, unfortunately, we're certain he has informants within the city guard. Every time we've... However, if you take care of this discreetly... Excellent. See if you can drop in on this dealer of poison and convince him to close down his operation permanently. While I feel Ulfric's cause, how can they continue to lead their... My heart goes out to them. If only our... With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear... Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri. When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed. One of the terms of a treaty was the outlawing. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true... We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all. Good journey to you.
I could feel you laughing behind my... Because I did something not a soul in this blood-stained... I dared speak of the Empire and the law. Now my mother's stripped me of my heritage and incarcerated. Be wary what you say around here, friend. Ulfric only cares about one thing. Ulfric. He's ordained himself the future High King of Sky. He's begun a rebellion against those that wish to eradicate the worship of Talos. His cause may be true, but the man is a lie. All he holds in his heart is lust for the throne.
Hey, need a drink? Portions, right? You go to the beer bar. Brew me an ale. Stay out of the ragged flagon. Stay out of the rat way. If you know, keep your eyes open. Next Imperial I see is dead. Until next time.
If you're looking to settle in Riften, there's a house for sale. On the side. See the steward in the keep if you want
to. Those who shirk their duties will get an extra beating. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Gorilla.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you.
Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here, until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grella. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry off, my little gutter snipes.
You really shouldn't be here.
I do hope Mummy and Father come to get me soon. Ever since Miss Grella is... Well, she's a terrible... She only lets us out in the yard once, in the morning. Like I said, hag raven. All right, then.
I'm sorry, but the children aren't up for adoption. Sadly, yes. Even the townsfolk. Grelod runs this orphanage because she's old and set in her ways and doesn't know any other life. These children need love and comfort. But I'm sorry. You should go. The children... I'm sorry, no. Grelod is... I wish things were otherwise. All of these children deserve a better home. But there's nothing I can do.
I'm really afraid of Grella.
What do you want? You have no business being in here.
I'm so mad. I got double the beatings that day.
The what? Why, how dare you? I will not be intimidated in my own orphanage. Get out! Get out this instant! You're trying to frighten? You don't scare me.
My only concern is for the... Need something?
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Where's my head? I never even greeted you properly. I swear if I wasn't around, Elgrim would forget to eat his meals. How? In fact, I need to arrange for someone to pick up an ore sample for me. You won't? Speak to Filnyar in Shorestone. He's got some sort of ore sample. When Elgrim said we were setting the dirt, but that old bellyacre just fed me some I know how. I've picked up a few tricks. I wish Elgrim had spent more. Oh, no, I didn't. He's been gushing about how talented he is. I just think Elgrim's taken it upon himself to mentor the young thing. So
You're here for
he
lessons
focuses a
like
lot of
Ingen?
attention on her.
So, you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Well, the moisture in the air is better. It all... Besides, I also prefer the quiet. Hardly. My wife Halfjorg. Then there's Ingen Blackbriar.
Have you
Right,
managed-
young.
stone could be dangerous.
Halfjog, where did you put it, woman?
What is it now, dear?
Oh, don't you dear me. I had a bowl of vampire dust on my work table not an hour ago. Do you have any idea how busy I am? My mixture could be...
Legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
What was that? I don't know. Over here! I yield!
suppose I can work with your face. After all, the sculptor cannot always... I assumed you were here to see me about your face. To have it... So, are you here as a client? Shall I remake your face? I have not always been a ragged beggar. I learned my art. I studied with the faculty of chirurgeons and clowns. I count the nobility of both, and yet I have fallen so low that I must justify myself to all change it. I do not practice my art for free, however. I doubt you can Indeed, it is no small thing to submit yourself to the flesh sculptor's knife. All right then. Yes?
Well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again. Reliable. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little... They are organized. I want you to explain to Kirava, but do this right, and I can promise you a permanent... Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's... A word of warning, though. I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Of course you'll get it. Now, if you need any details on your marks, I'll be... He's as pig-headed a The key is that ugly dwarven urn in his shop. Smash that thing to bits and he'll change his attitude. Helga is a devout follower of Dibella and dotes over the statue to the divine that she keeps at the bunkhouse. Use it as... Kirava's stubborn, but she's got a soft spot for family. Talk to Talon Jay at the Bee and Barb and see if you can get something out of him. They're well acquainted, if you catch my meaning.
I don't know you, so we've got nothing to talk about. How about you finish the job Brynjolf gave you?
I have some work.
And we can talk.
Come back later.
If you're looking
I may
for
have some work for you.
the flagon is the
Stick with me, and they'll never even know you're there.
I have no business with you. Who's asking? Well, I ain't gonna find her here. Haven't seen her in a while. She came through a while ago. Wanted to know where she could get her hands... I told her it was a bad idea. That she... So, I gave her some advice. All right. But if you get arrested, don't blame it on me.
Have anything for us yet?
Last person who made trouble for Vekkel, and it. They call me Dirge, because I'm the... Why? You think it's funny? Oh yeah, I think so too. Hey, here. Have one on the house. I already told you. They call me Dirge, because I'm the last thing you hear before they put you in the ground.
Time to end this little game.
pot, stone, bucket. Book. Knife. Go away, go away, go away! Please don't kill me!
It's hopeless. He told me. He's right, you know. He'll tell you. Just ask. You don't even need to ask. He'll tell you anyway.
I'm gonna eat well tonight, my darling.
Enough!
I'm not opening this door, so you might as well leave me alone.
Spare me, please.
Knife. Yes. Book. Yes. Bucket. Yes. Ink pot. No.
I had a medal. It had someone's face on it. I threw it away after. It didn't help. He'll tell you. Just ask. You don't even need to ask. He'll tell you anyway.
If my friends find out you've been bothering me, you'll be very I'm not opening this door, so you might as well leave. I'm very dangerous. Don't make me... Go away! Go away! Go away! Go away! Go away! If my friends find out you've been bothering me, you'll be very sorry.
Bucket. Yes. Ink pot. No.
Come back later.
Have anything for us yet? I'll be here when you're done.
got that fire under control, right? You got that fire under control.
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Kill one person and you can solve so many problems. I wonder at the possibilities.
Victory is yours! I submit!
When Aventus took off, when he said those
I can't
things
believe it.
about
Grelod
killing
is
Grelod,
dead. She's really
I never
dead.
imagined he was serious.
Hey, you're not... What are you doing down here? Oh, my mistake then. Alright, you can go on ahead. Heard about you and your honeyed words.
Hail, companion.
Azura's wisdom to you, friend. I may be... Through reasons I'm still trying to discover. I ended up orphaned, then taken in by a kindly Argonian family in Black Marsh.
I used to be an adventurer
Really
like you.
appreciate what you've
Then
done
I took
for
an
me.
arrow in the knee.
I'll never forget it.
Don't cross me, elf. Whoa! What's the magic?
Help! Someone here! Away from me. Get away from me! Piss off, I'm busy.
trouble?
Have you come to gawk at me, or is this a social call? Ah, finally. Someone When speaking of the Blackbriars, only help us, you end up rich. Cross us. Look, we all have our flaws. So I had this little affair going. Well, she finds out and she tells her brother Wolfer. Exactly. Now, I was about to let that wench marry into the richest family in Riften. I'd do anything to have that whore's head on a platter. Ah, that's the spirit. Find her and I promise you'll be... Mother thought I should be taught a lesson for airing the family. I mean, well, at least I have all the comforts of... She was a young woman. She used to sing the most lovely... All that talent... And let me guess. He wants his whole... That is correct. You see, Frost belongs to... My plan was to take the horse from our law. Still, I don't want to cross Latrush. Tell you what. Steal the horse and deliver it, and you can have the second half of the payment. Sure, take advantage of the guy. I obviously don't have anything here, but there's a hidden stash in the... Take it. Well, if it isn't my little... I'm not stealing anything. Besides, some jail time isn't gonna make me roll over and play dead.
Hey, you mix potions.
You gonna stare? I'll teach you how to use it effectively and keep you quick on your... Look, I've moved. I'm not out to win. The sooner I get out of Skyrim... Are you serious? If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here. They'd stop at nothing to take your last bit of food. The Ratway's too good a... There are rooms. If I were you, I'd keep my feet dry and stay up here.
I'm beginning to think leaving Mournhold was a mistake.
Divines bless you. May the... Don't you walk quake as you pass.
Here, you want something or not? Crime is an all-time high in this city thanks to the Thieves Guild. I've already told that buffoon that I'm not... Look around you. I'm barely keeping this rat hole together. Good, and take this little mess. I'm not paying any of you a single septim. Ever! Now get out of my inn. I said get out! I'm not paying a single coin. I said get out! I'm not paying a single coin.
Look, I already said Shadra doesn't owe me a thing, so get off my back.
I've never seen
What do you
Mjolnir
want?
upset about anything. The city really
With
gets
the rumors going around about how poor... I'm not that foolish. The last thing I want is a... Look, I'm only telling you this because I care for her. Don't... Kirava has some family at a farm just inside. Just please don't harm anyone. I couldn't bear the thought. If you'll excuse me, I have other things to...
I'm not paying you or... No, and I never will. Please, my family... Very well. Here. Take this back to Brynjolf and tell him he'll have no more trouble from me. Now, what did you want? I already paid you. I can't stand this city. It's impossible to make a decent living. Now, what did you want? I already paid you.
I'm the brewmaster around here. I'm quite busy. Need something, or can I get back to work? Yeah, what do you want? If this is about the meadery, we can talk later.
My husband, Bercy, will be the death of me.
So can I... So Brynjolf doesn't even bother to show up himself anymore, eh? You're gouging me for what little Don't fool yourself. It's only a matter of time. Likewise. Now I have a lot to do, so I'm afraid you'll just have to leave. I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave. Tell Brynjolf he'll just have to make...
All the crime and corruption in Riften is really getting to him. And now that we hear rumors about the dragon, he's very depressed.
Stop! That's priceless!
This isn't happening.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave. Tell Brynjolf he'll just have to... If I had it at bay, there's no need to do that.
Just pay them, Bercy.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave. I can't believe you're doing this. Stop!
Oh my word.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to leave. No! You're going to break it!
Just pay them, Bercy.
No! That urn was priceless. All right, Here, take your gold. And leave me in peace.
Bercy's afraid that someone's making a move to take the pawn prawn from us. I think he's being parent.
It's you! Please. I know who you are. Please. There's no need for that here. Message understood. Here, I even have the payment. Look, I got the message. What else did you want? Look, I got the message. What else did you want?
Better have coin to pay for your drinks. There's no handouts here.
So, job's done and you even brought the gold. Best of... Well done. And it would... Here you go. I think you'll find these quite useful. Judging from how well you've handled those shopkeepers, I'd say you've done more than simply prove yourself. We need people like you in our outfit. That's the spirit. Larceny, I think you'll do more than just what's on your mind. We've run into a rough patch. Tell you what, you keep making us call. Now, if there are no more questions, how about following me
Talk to
and I'll show you
Brynjolf.
what we're all
Got
about.
better things to do.
After you talk to Brynjolf and Mercer, come back and see me.
Let me show you the operation. Then you can ask your questions.
Let's wait until Brynjolf's here before we begin.
Mercer, this is the one I was talking about. Our new recruit.
This better not be another waste of the guild's resources, Brynjolf. Before we continue, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. If you play by the rules, you walk away rich. You break the rules and you lose your share. No debates, no discussions. You do what we say, when we say. Do I make myself clear? I'll let that comment go because you're new here. Ask things out of good, then I think it's time we put your expertise to the
what
test.
Mercer has to say. Wait a moment. You're not talking about Golden Glow, are you? Even our little Vex couldn't get in.
You claim this recruit possesses an aptitude for our line of work. So let him prove it. Golden Glow Estate is critically important to one of our largest clients. However, the owner has suddenly decided to take matters into his own hands and shut us out. He needs to be taught a lesson. Brynjolf will provide you with the details.
Mercer, aren't you forgetting something?
Be important. Oh, yes. Since Brynjolf assures me you'll be nothing but a benefit to us, then you're in. Welcome to the Thieves Guild.
Welcome to the family, lad. I'm expecting you to make us a lot of coin. So don't disappoint me. Simple. Do as you're told. You should talk with Delvin Mallory and Vex. They know their way. Oh, and talk to Tanelia in the Flagon. She'll set you up with your new armor. Golden Glow Estate is a bee farm. They raise the wretched little things for honey. It's owned by some smart-mouth wood elf named... We need you to teach him a lesson by burning down 3 of... The catch. That important client Mercer mentioned would be furious if you did. That's not how things work around here. Without them at our backs. Maven prefers that Arangoth remains alive. The guild has a lot riding on this. Don't make... Golden Glow Estate brought in a mountain of... Then out of the clear blue. So we send in Vex and find out he's hired a bunch of Aye. Arangoth... In fact, Vex barely made it out of there alive. They're built like small... Besides, nothing tells... I'll give you one good... Burn all the hives, and she'd have to import honey for... We had an arrangement with Maven. We kept an eye on Golden Glow Estate to make sure the honey kept flowing. If the workers had a dispute, we'd rough them up. If competitors tried to buy honey from Arangoth, we'd steal the shipments. In return, Maven allowed us to extort Arangoth and bring in a huge payout. Let me put... Nothing happens in Riften without Maven's consent. One word from her? Well, lad, I do just as well drawing a blade across my own neck. Where did this foolish request come from? Look, this sounds like a... Just don't expect us at your back when Maven has your head... The executioner's block. All eyes are on you, lad. Don't disappoint us.
Hey, let's talk a second. Up to no good, are we? I wouldn't bother smacking at those hives with a weapon. Set them on... I'll point you to the first... Treat her right, and she'll make you rich. It was on a job. I was working with Vex. Well, it was. Vex just tells me to run. So I did. Are you kidding me? Me? I ran. And I ran. Vex was waiting for me at the Flagon when I came in. drenched in sweat. Well, I'd forgotten we had our horses tied up just outside the window. So, that's how I earned the name. Now keep it to yourself.
You're pretty tough. I respect that. Bringing in a lot of coin. I joined up with... small clan, maybe 20 men. Don't get me wrong. The first few... all the food I could eat, all the wine I could drink. We raided a caravan one spring. They didn't put up much of a fight. Then the leader of our clan, Garth. No, we usually let them... Luckily, we tore each other to pieces. I left. Never knew what became of the rest of the clan that survived. I suppose they moved on, just like I did. Go and pick some fights.
Got a minute? My father told me all he found in my pocket was... No one does. I must have spent every last coin I've made with the... Perhaps. But if not, if they actually mean... Actually, the fisher thought it was fitting, I suppose. I appreciate that. Be seeing you.
I think you're all right. In fact, I'm kind of pull up a chair. When I started out in this business, I didn't mean to imply I was earning. With my lock-picking aptitude, I was a natural at jailbreaking. It's where a client pays you to get arrested, and you get thrown into a prison. Usually it's to free someone the client cares about, and either way, the trick was in the escape. Well, as a jailbreaker, I do jobs for the Thieves Guild and the Dark Brotherhood, but if things didn't go as the last jailbreak I attempted, after that, I promised I don't know. I think I realized killing someone in a jail is much easier than what... I already knew Delvin. I asked if I could join up, and that was that. This better be important. I'd like to know why you're wasting time asking about it when you should already be on your way.
Come here. I'll show you what I know. The honey they collect on that hunk of rock goes into me. I used to live in Valenwood. We were doing well. Plenty of because it was dull. I just wanted a little excitement. I hooked up with a guild and made a lot of coin, but I didn't care. Well, after a while, either leave Valenwood. I ended up in Skyrim. He introduced me to and you know what? Despite what I left if talking your way out of trouble, also, I recommend hitting the training room if you need lockpick practice. What's going on? Helped me out of a jam more than once.
Yes? Hey, good to see you.
Brynjolf, eh? Let me guess. He just plucked you off the street. See, that kind of attitude comes from someone who... So, if you've got the nerve, I've got... Look around. A few decades ago, this place was as busy... Look, I know the others think I'm a bit daft. Something out there is piss-drunk mad at us. I don't know who. I'll tell you what we do. That's where you come in. All you need to do is ask, and we can both come out of this. I handle the fishing. Now, if break-ins are more your thing, most of the establishment, you'll feel like doing a bit of rock. Finally,
So,
Someone with
you're
backbone.
Brynjolf's new... It's one thing to say you've got the skills.
Need some
to be a
gold.
thief.
All right.
It's another to
Anything in
actually
particular?
use them.
Got a personal request from Brynjolf on this numbers job. He says we... Finally.
It's been a long
Someone
time
with
since
backbone.
anyone joined us.
Here you go.
Seems like
Before we begin, I want to make two things perfect clear.
All eyes are on
Before we
you,
begin, I want to... One, I'm the best in... And two, then we understand each other. Now, it's time to get your feet wet. And I don't want to waste a lot of time. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. Who knows? If you want my opinion, you can get out there and... And while you're at it, make a... I handle the... If you don't like that kind of work, talk... Pretty simple. The cat... You ready for some good old-fashioned... Fine, just keep it clean.
All eyes are
Here
on
you
you,
go.
lad. Don't disappoint us.
Steal anything worth talking about? Been a while since I've seen one of those. What you've got there is a stone of Baron Zaya. Not like... The stone was pried off of Baron Zaya. I think there were 24 in all. Some of the guild members have tried to locate them over the... Look, I only buy things I can turn around. Tell you what, if you find the rest of them, talk to me again. Otherwise... Yeah, I did. Can you believe that fetcher? It was like he was daring us to... Well, there's an old... That's how I slipped in there. Should still be on... If you're ever in need of some quick coin for items you find on the job. And besides myself, Delvin, Niruin, and Vipper can... Are you kidding me? Ever since the... And when the coin... We had the best of everything. The only way this place will ever return to its glory... The Flagon was once a city... If we can make a name for ourselves... Best of all, we'd have enough gold to throw around so we could start living in the lap of luxury again.
So, you're Brynjolf's new protege, eh? Don't look like... I don't know about the flagon used... Last few years. Now? I have a buyer with... I'm told they're the Raven. It's said to be spread across 4... Then we have... In his later years, Arundel moved into some ice caves known as... Recent. The only information the guard could get... Only rumors. The people say, after he made for Ingvild...
Get the job done and get back alive.
All eyes are on you, lad.
Out
Don't
with it.
disappoint
Time
us.
is money.
You watch yourself.
You're back.
Those mercenaries don't take prisoners.
Who in their right mind would be... Guess I should have known. Look, if I were you, I'd proceed. As far as the guild's concerned, this is between... Watch yourself out there. The mercenaries. If you're looking to get some... I also suggest you spend some time... Years ago, the guild used to have a foot up. When things started, it wasn't... By doing these extra... Thanks to Maven Blackbriar, we still have... If we gain the only way we get that special job is by doing smaller ones in those cities until we catch their ear. Then, they'll contact me, and we're off.
Even if you're one of us, you better not
So
make
you're the new
trouble.
recruit, huh? Well, looks like you and I are gonna have to get... I'm the fence down here. You come by anything you don't exactly own, and I'll pay you some coin. I can also provide a few supplies useful to our... Sure, how about I get Dirge to knock you over your head and dump... Look, I've been in this business. At the end of the day, you'll find that all we care about down here is how much... Good. Here's your armor. Just make sure you put it to good use. I've got coin and I've got merchandise. Let's see what we can do. And welcome to the coast. Well, you could... Or if you're looking for training, we've got... I give special rate... Now, if you'll excuse me.
Something troubling you? I'll listen.
Yeah? Aye.
Talos bless you, my child.